tune in.
Uncensored.
Yeah. You hear me now? That one ya uncensored. Anywhere in the world it uncensored. Pure music, news, interviews on the topic uncensored. Everybody does I love this real bad. We go all out, we go all out and done. We go all out, we go all out and done. We go all out, we go all out and done. Party till night come down. Here we go all out, we go all out and done. We go all out, we go all out and done. We go all out, we go all out and done. Party till night come down. I with the girl them a few, hanging off interview. I want to heap on them not a few. Every step in on my shoe is something new. Them calling them friends and them crew. Earlier that one I run with like a road taxi. It uncensored, call the paparazzi. And it up in your face like.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Uncensored. I'm your girl Black Barbie, and I'm here with
Shandy,
Michelle,
Arlene, and you got it locked to
Uncensored.
Welcome back to the Social Circle, where we discuss trending topics. Brought to you by Runway the Salon Inc. I'll just get started by bringing up the general elections in Jamaica, which just happened on Thursday. I started out being extremely hopeful that we were done away with the old guards and the garrison communities, but what I'm hearing right now is it's really disturbing. What do you think?
Well, my question is, what do you mean the way with the garrison community? I didn't understand that. So
garrison communities are where, remember the Tivoli Garden?
I understand that, but I didn't understand what you meant by done away with garrison communities. That's what I didn't understand.
Because the new prime minister, or the new designated prime minister, he's not one of the old guards which has communities that behave like back in the days, like what's going on right now under Miss Simpson. A garrison community is where you have the guys that go out and hide boxes and destroy boxes.
I beg to differ on that. What kind of facts do you have to substantiate that claim? I don't necessarily believe that people from the garrison necessarily go out and steal boxes.
Yeah, they do. It was a common thing back in the days. They do.
But why do you think that it's people from the garrison that did?
Because they are the people designated. They're the henchmen for the party.
Okay,
it's a common thing.
Can we back it up? I'm not from Jamaica. Hello, disclaimer. So what is the garrison?
It's just we consider garrison communities like you have. Portia has Western Kingston, which runs through Spanish Town Road and all of those areas which used to be hot around election time.
Okay.
Tivoli Gardens, that was Mr. Siaga's area, where if you wear green and you go into an orange, you have an issue.
Okay.
So we call them garrison communities. They have their henchmen who go out and make sure they win. They have their people who go out and intimidate.
That is based on
it is what it is. Michael Manley had his own. It's just the way it is. It's just what happened in Jamaica.
Under her. Okay, so what is it in your interpretation and yours?
See, I don't know about the stealing of the boxes, so I cannot speak to that. That's why I'm saying I understand what she's saying.
Well, I can because I know about it.
Okay.
Right. And you have facts for it for right now for this election? No, for this election.
DJs make music about it. You ever listen to Baby Sean when he talk about back in the days dumping ballot boxes where he's from? It happened.
No, but did it happen in
this election? That's what we're talking about, this election.
It might not have happened, but I'm saying I thought we were done with the old guards. But so done away with people like Portia and bring somebody in new, younger, who wants something different for the country. But that's what I'm talking about.
But that's why we have the election, but we can't say done away with the prime minister.
But that's what we need to do.
Officially
the old guard.
And he gets sworn in.
That's what I said. I thought we were done with the old guards.
So why didn't you?
That's what I said, but I said I'm disappointed. It's disturbing what's coming out of there now.
Yeah, but you're already thinking ahead that it's gonna be different. The people have spoken. They counted the ballot. I know that they're doing some recounts right now, but according to what I saw, it was 33 to 30. And there may be some up and down when they recount where one was given here, but it's taken back on the other side. But the bottom line is the JLP won based on the facts that came out. I mean, in the recount.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. That's why I find it disturbing that they're still doing this where suddenly more boxes are gonna appear.
But why do you
how
assume
is
that
it gonna
boxes are
appear if JLP won?
Or versus maybe
But we don't
because it
know.
was-
What I'm saying now, we thought he won. But what's coming out now, PNP may win after all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, did you know that the difference in the countdown?
Yeah.
It was very close.
Yeah.
What do you call very close?
At the last count, wasn't it 32-33?
Yeah, but the count in the people, the difference in the votes itself was 4,000 votes.
Which was still close.
Less than 4,000. So I can see, and I'm not advocating for any party, okay? I'm not advocating for any party. But with elections that are this close, the normal and the right thing to do would be to recount the ballots. Now, I think we're going ahead to think that the votes are going to change. If somebody voted JLP, their vote will still be JLP. And if somebody voted PNP, their vote is still going to be PNP.
But I think
right now
you're
they're doing
missing
it by the seats in Parliament
nobody
right
is
now.
listening. I don't think you're getting what I'm trying to say. This is something that constantly happens. One party just don't think they should lose, so they keep pressuring. Do a recount, do a recount. It's the same story over and over with Jamaican politics.
If they do the recount, it's going to be the seats.
Not necessarily because I know what the other parties will do. It's just a common thing. It's just a thing with Jamaica. They
But I would say,
change.
you don't have back to differ. I would say it's not just Jamaica. It's probably in the Caribbean because
Third world
St.
countries
Vincent-
have this
I
issue.
hate the term third world
But it
country,
is. But it is what it is.
But St. Vincent had the same issue because we recently did our elections and they're still doing recounts as we speak. And the elections happened December 9th and we are in February.
I know it does.
So-
I just was talking specifically about Jamaica, so I just focused on
And it's
Jamaica.
not just third world countries. Remember what happened in Florida?
Yeah. So it's
because
everywhere.
parties don't think they should, but bottom line is I was hopeful for something else for Jamaica because we needed it.
But we don't know yet.
So what was the voter turnout for this election?
the JLP?
The voter
To our
turnout for
knowledge,
this election
one,
was
but-
actually the lowest
Yes.
so far. But
Which
you know
is,
what
I
we
figured.
had? But you know what we had? 18 to 22-year-olds, millennials who want something different, who it's not about color, meaning orange or green. It's about the color of country. It's about what's right for our country and what's going to help our country move forward. That's why I was hopeful. But with what's going on, it's a little bit disturbing to me.
Well, I'm still hopeful that whatever the count was
It's
and whatever
gonna
the
be the
vote
same.
was, it's going to be the same.
I mean,
Yes.
I like that idea, but I'm just saying, this is showing me that it wasn't so much different anyway. That's why I become disturbed about it.
Because you say it's happened historically, I guess it
All
happened before.
exactly, it's
Yeah, but-
always.
But
Has it
doesn't
happened
mean-
before?
Yes, but it doesn't
it
mean
doesn't-
that it's happening now.
No, yeah.
We're assuming.
Yeah.
Because
We don't
at
wanna
the end of
think
the day,
negative,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, we don't have the final count. So I believe that until we hear the final count, I think we should defer on the judgment. Because maybe at the end of the day, when the final count is done, then it's still the Jamaica Labour Party that won the elections, you know? We don't know.
But be that as it says, though, it's not about, at the end of the day, it's not about who won on Thursday. It's about what that person does going forward.
Exactly.
You know, in the next many weeks, in the next many months. That's what's important. But like I say, it's a little bit, with all this going on, it's like nothing changes.
I like Portia. I think she was very confident. I don't know what she's done overall for the country, but you know, I've seen her speeches, I've heard her speeches, and I've seen her, you know, on TV and stuff like that. And I think she's a stern leader, I guess. I don't know what she's done for Jamaica per se, but as a woman to have that power and to have that voice, I think it's commended.
Well, I think Portia, she did something for Jamaica. I mean, we have to give her credit when Obama came, you know, to Jamaica. But I just feel like she's being a little bit too aggressive. I get it that it's like a man's world and probably she feel like she has to be hard or more stern. But I feel like she's wearing her emotion more in her sleeve than anything. Like she's reacting too much. Like it's being like condescending in a way. Like she's being like rude to the questions that's being thrown
Yeah,
at
because
her.
our video is out and
Yeah.
I started cracking up. I sent it over to you guys.
But lose? What do you
Yeah,
mean
lose. I think that was the
What do you
funniest
mean
thing.
when you say, I'm kind of curious when you say what she did for Jamaica and Obama visited?
I said she have done stuff for
But what is
Jamaica.
that for Obama visiting the country? What is that?
Well, it's good because it's good for Jamaican history to have the first black president visit Jamaica during his term. So it is still something for Jamaica where we can feel proud about. So it is history. That is history.
But what
That's
other
making
stuff has she
history
done?
for
But actually,
Jamaica.
I understand what you're saying, but I would look at, over the past 4 years, I think I will never discount what she has done. She has gotten some good done. Like,
We have the
Jamaica has
highways.
1.3 billion GDP under her government.
Okay.
The highways that was built.
Jamaica
even by the Chinese.
has, last year alone, 2015, Jamaica Stock Exchange was the best in the world.
Okay, so
2015. So there are some good things that happen under her government. But I think what people are kind of tired of is the deal that she made with the IMF. She had to, institute some really austere measures. So at the end of the day, the taxes were so high. So even if you earned a good salary, you had no disposable income anymore. So I think people went to the polls about the economy. And when it comes to the people in the country, you work out the details. I just need to live more than just surviving day to day. And they were no longer interested in that. But let me touch on the fact that you say Portia is, like she sounded rude and that's Portia. Portia is coming from, I'm kind of impressed.
I like her.
You know what I mean? I'm a little bit impressed because I didn't even know she would do such, a big deal with the country. But Portia, that's where she's from. She's Western Kingston is her district. This is the kind of girl who'd walk around like talk about a bad man saying.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you hold a certain place.
I know,
You're supposed to act
you can't take the
professional, so
girl
it
out of the
doesn't
ghetto,
matter.
but it's kind of hard to get the ghetto out of the girl.
Oh, I
When you're addicted, yeah, I don't think so.
No, I didn't say you can't. I said it's kind of hard.
I'm sure she knows how to be
I
manageable.
don't think she knows how to be.
She has been.
Did you
Before,
see when
Portia
she
wasn't
came
as
here?
aggressive until now. I never saw this display
Well,
of
guess
Portia.
what? I don't know how long ago you left Jamaica, but Portia has calmed down a little bit. Portia was way beyond that.
I wasn't even in Jamaica.
No,
She got
I'm
elected,
so sorry.
but I've been watching her. I've seen her.
I
when she
wanted to
was
hear
here.
your point.
I know Portia. I know.
This is really
She was more calm and subtle. I feel like the pressure, the
Portia
negatives that's come to
Portia
her,
has now
she
become
become
calm.
more
I know
aggressive.
Portia from before. She did her CXC in the 90s. This is the kind of woman we're talking about.
Congrats, but I mean, she
And this was a
still
grown
wasn't-
woman because she's 70 years old. So I'm saying
She's
Portia
70
has
years old.
calmed down
She looks
a lot.
good for
She
age.
looks fabulous.
Wow.
Portia has calmed down a whole lot.
Okay, so can we move on from Portia and talk about, sorry.
Go right ahead.
No, but speak to what can we look forward? Is there anything that we should be looking forward for
But
Jamaica as a whole?
If she comes back into power per se, like, because I remember you read last week that it was projected she was going to win.
Yes.
So, provided that she does win, what does that happen? What happens to Jamaica or
But
Jamaicans? How would they feel?
I'm not going to go down that road because the people have spoken. The results came out that the JLP won. The data prior to the election was that she was going to win unless something real, earth rattling, shaking.
Well,
happened.
and it kind of did happen.
Right, because one of the articles that I read actually mentioned that initially the turnout was extremely low, but in the later half of the day, a lot of people went out to vote, which was also surprising. So I don't think that the PNP expected not to win.
And people who have not voted in over 20 odd years, they finally came out. People who have hopped off the bandwagon decided to come back because they wanted a change. Now,
And nothing is wrong with you.
I am not even there and I needed a change. Looking towards Mr. Wholeness, I am hopeful that if he becomes the prime minister, he would at least do some of the things he said. We can never expect everything. But, his 10-point plan, this is what got people, especially the taxes, increasing the minimum wage. He has great ideas. He's a 43-year-old guy, and I think this is time we bring the younger generation in.
My main hope would be not just the investment, but just that people can survive. People can live. People can send their children to school and not worry about what they're going to eat whether at school, for lunch, or when they come home. So for me, it doesn't matter which government is in party. I just would like for the standard of living for the Jamaican people to be lifted up.
Definitely, I agree with that.
And that's for the average Jamaican,
Yes.
the small man, because you know you have people in Jamaica that are living well.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There are people in Jamaica that, I mean, they don't have to worry about anything. I mean, they want to come to New York every other day. They can come to Jamaica, New York every other day. So we're just speaking about the little man.
The little man. We needed to trickle down.
Yes. Trickle down economics.
But of course, that was it for our social circle. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave your comments on the website. We'd love to hear from you guys. All right, so I want you guys to just keep where you have it. We'll be right back.
Hi, and welcome back. As you can see, we have here inside of us the one and only super talented Miss Nefatari. Nefatari, how are you doing?
Good. Hey, Barbie, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for stopping by here in Uncensored, because we know we have a lot to talk about with your career.
Yes.
In regards to you being a female in dance and reggae industry, how are you managing that? You know, because I know as a woman in entertainment, it's quite difficult. You get passes per se.
Of course.
A nice clean way of saying you get a lot of passes.
Yeah.
People always want favors.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? You said you have your family as background, but I'm quite sure behind closed doors you get
Of
a
course.
message or two.
Yeah,
in
of
your
course.
DMs.
Under the table.
Yeah, as a woman, I think it's just as whatever a person pursuing music, it's hard, but the journey is hard. But as a woman, I think it's 3 times as hard. You know, we have to fight to be taken seriously. We think we're going to a studio to go do music. Come to find out, he's trying to have sex with us. You know, I've had DJs. Yeah, I've had DJs tell me straight, like one time, you know, if you want your record played, like you better think about being with me or not. Like if you want this record played, yeah, straight. You know, and I'm not. It has nothing to do with my talent or who I am. I know other artists, female artists who bust already, and have told me that they've had top producers tell them like, when are we gonna have sex? Like, seriously, when are we gonna have sex?
Sure it happens.
But
It's a common thing. Common. This is so. It's just, you know. Thankfully, you know, I was raised properly, and even if I wasn't, thankfully I came out with a good head on my shoulders. And you just have to know yourself and pray, and you know what I mean.
So how do you rise above it in terms of, you know, seeing that producer the next day or in the industry and knowing, you know, what his proposition was, and you know, so how do you deal with that?
It's funny because earlier on in my career, I used to get like upset about it, or I used to like cut them off. And I think everybody has their own strategy, but I think also you have to know what game you're playing, and at the end of the day, this is the game that I'm playing. So not to say that I am going to accept it. Of course, I put people in their place, but I think you also have to like, you might just want to like laugh it off sometimes.
Yes.
That's when the Jamaican part you come out.
Exactly.
And you know how to
and get
do
what
it.
you get. Get what you came to get out of it,
Yes.
and cut. You know what I'm saying? And then you put them in their place after, or you just don't deal with them after. So it's a balance, I think.
Do you think at any given point you might get desperate and just give in to that one?
No, desperate is never.
Like, I can't take it anymore. Let me just try this one.
Of course, you feel frustrated. I feel frustrated at times or whatever. You know, of course, I get frustrated at times, and you might even get discouraged. But you know, never desperate.
And you
never
hear the confidence in her voice? Boyfriend's there over there, so she don't want it.
But I'm glad you said that too. In relationships now, do you find it's difficult to deal with somebody outside of the industry, or you prefer to deal with somebody within the industry? Because honestly speaking, if you have somebody of the opposite sex that you're dating, or even in a relationship in general, it would be same sex or opposite, some of them don't understand the difficulties of being in the studio.
Of course.
For one track, sometimes it takes 12 hours, 12, maybe even 24 hours. I've been in the studio where it takes very long. And if you don't have somebody within the industry, they're not going to understand it. They feel as the next man you're seeing. How do you deal with that?
I think artists have the toughest time being in a relationship, you know, being in the music industry. And so I think I can't really say, I try not to, you know, date people in the industry, only because it can get a little
Complicated.
But I think it boils down to the person, because you can date somebody in the industry and that person really understands you and understands where you're coming from, and it's always great to have somebody to talk to that understands. But then also sometimes just want to have somebody who has nothing to do with your business. Do you know what I'm saying?
But doesn't that make it a little difficult? Because I know that you tend to date where you spend the most time. That's why even in the workplace you have so many relationships in the workplace.
Right.
Because people are spending 14-hour days.
Right.
So it's kind of easy to make a connection.
Of course it is. It's very easy
your
to
Yeah.
it's very easy to make these connections.
So the passion is there.
Yeah. You know, because you have people that understand what you do and do what you do, and then you're always, as you said,
And
you're
you're
always
spending
around
more
them.
time.
Exactly. But it's weird. Like I personally don't feel that the entertainment industry or the music industry promotes
Relationship.
Healthy relationships.
Yes.
But
Healthy, so that's
could be
hard.
said about the entire world today. Marriages are not
Honestly,
lasting.
yeah. The culture.
Relationships
In a
are
sense,
just not
but-
what they used to be.
Yeah, but especially
in the music industry, it's a
I understand, but it's commonplace
Of
these
course,
days.
yeah,
Relationships
no.
are not what they used
the
to be.
way pop culture is now. It's
Exactly.
just
Well, moving away from the industry, I happened to listen to your song today, the one that says, "What you think about me, I don't give a damn." and, I think that's gonna be my new motto. But you know, what made you write that song?
Most of my songs are written from life experiences, but yeah, that was just about me. Like, you know, I'm just doing my own thing. I think we all reach that point at some point, and I think we should be at that point where we don't care what other people think about us, and just live your life. Live your life. I'm living my life doing me.
Oh my God, how old are you? You're talking as if you're...
But can I
She's
say
mature in
something
the
here?
soul.
The way I was raised as a Jamaican, I really don't give a damn what anybody think about me. I was raised that way. I think most Jamaicans are raised that way.
Not really,
No,
but
I would tend to disagree.
I disagree with
I
that.
grew up pretty confident and not caring what
No,
anybody thinks.
I think I was confident, but you always cared
About others.
Mommy
thought
said
about
that,
you, because
said.
you know what? Your parents always says, you know, my friend said you behaved like this, you did this. So you're thinking, okay, you know, how am I behaving? What am I doing? So you're always thinking about what other people are saying about you. So even though I'm confident, I still think that I've always, you know, been
show
concerned.
compassion.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that I learned it early. I never cared. Really.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So to one of your songs I was listening today. So also tonight, and I listened to the clean version. So I was just
thank
wondering.
God. Thank God you did.
And also real up, and it was also the clean version. So I was just wondering, what is the other version?
Raw.
Oh, raw is raw.
Raw is the other
Vulgar in Jamaican terms.
Oh, okay.
Would you let your parents listen to it?
No, I've never played them the raw version or the clean version, as a matter of fact, of those two songs.
Yeah, because the
ever.
clean version,
The clean version is
kind
kind of sexy.
The one your parents thinking.
Yeah, the clean version was very
And what's the name of that one?
One is Tonight
And real.
Okay.
and Real Up.
Maybe the DJ
Okay.
could play it a little later on so everybody
Yeah,
could hear
why
it.
not?
Yeah.
The clean, we want the clean or the raw?
But you know what? Since Michelle is having that feeling, I wish she listened to My Buddy, which is one of my songs. My Buddy, I think, is one of your
Why is that your
creative
favorite song,
I don't know,
Bobby?
because it's just so good. I just like the metaphors. I like what you
So,
use. How
is the
My
buddy like what we call our friends? No. Is it what we call our friends or the old colloquial term Jamaican?
It goes both ways.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the
So it
reason
was a
why.
play on the-
Yeah, the song goes both ways. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but listen to it.
Go Michelle.
I mean, my brain is just going like,
And when you listen, it will make it go that way too.
oh, okay.
It's a real good song, but of course you're a great
Like,
writer.
yeah, no, I think
How old are you?
I'm forever young.
Yes.
But
You never hear never ask a lady her age.
no, but in all seriousness, I think that no matter how conservative we want to be, I think we all have that like sexy side in us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've always
They're behind the door.
exactly.
Really?
Exactly.
I haven't found my side yet.
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop. I don't
gosh, you
believe
know,
that.
I'm always conservative.
I don't believe that.
Oh, okay,
Even
let's.
when the doors are closed.
Who is she telling that?
I don't know. Michelle, I don't know. Not us.
But with the raunchy lyrics, do you find that it gives you unwanted attention or it's about the same because you put people in their place?
I think the unwanted attention. I think it gave me a little bit more attention. You know, I've seen people react both ways to it. Yeah, you know, they're my fans who know me before. Rail Up is a recent song, it dropped last year, and so my fans who know me before that, it's usually have been like clean songs, so they were a bit shocked by it. I did
like,
get
who's this person?
Yeah, they were. I got like some of like Nefatari, like you know, like, and I also got like, why did like I saw one comment underneath YouTube one time somebody was like, you know, why did she feel the need to go there? Like, you know, she's been doing music for years, and now the song that give her this buzz is a slack song.
Because you don't give a damn.
Yeah, so it's like I don't give a damn or whatever. And two, we all have that side to us. You know, I don't think there's anything when Rihanna does it, it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? When Beyonce does it, it's not a problem. Yeah. And you know, three, it's also like what the question is maybe to ask yourself, why is it that the song that I do that is raw is the song that kind of gave me this buzz now? Like, ask yourself that.
But also, people need to
as listeners
get with it that a lot of times the artist is not what they sing. It's their job. You know what I mean? Because they say something about even like the homosexual doesn't mean they want to kill them. It's all a marketing thing. So they're not homophobic or she's not raunchy in real life. It's her job and it's entertaining.
No,
She may be behind doors. That's why.
And that's her moment. And guess what? That's her business.
Yeah.
But I'm saying what she's putting out, it's her job. This is what I do.
And
this is not necessarily what I am.
And it's an art form.
Exactly.
It's an art form. So,
So I'm with you. Don't give a damn. Just do you.
Thank you.
Definitely. So of course you have your hot single right now that is blazing up the airways. But before we get to that, you went to Jamaica. How soon are you going back to Jamaica? Because I know you were on stage.
Oh, yeah.
The last time you were there with Winford Williams.
Like
Yeah. She's working, girls.
Winford, thank you. I just did on stage with Winford in April. I was in Jamaica and I did a little promo tour there, and then that's actually when I met Cargo and we were in the studio and we did the song called Tonight. And it was a hot song. Hopefully I'll be going to Jamaica pretty soon. I want to do, I'm hoping to do the video with Cargo out there soon. And then I also want to go to our Dream Weekend. You guys coming?
I think I should go. This year, I think I'm gonna go.
Is it Independence Weekend?
It's around August.
Yeah,
August,
so it's like it's
August 1st.
a big like kind of what would you call it?
3-day party.
Yeah.
Oh, but
it's
young
a huge
people.
thing. It's
not only young
there's no
people.
age
It's not young.
Where is it?
All the artists
In,
and people
Negril.
fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's similar to
Dream and
ATI.
ATI. It is both. It's together.
Appleton,
They're together.
Appleton has something to do with it. That's what I didn't know that's what it was called, but I know of it.
Yeah, you know it as ATI.
Yeah, it's both. They're together.
Uncensored should come.
Yeah, for
Who
real.
knows?
And be uncensored.
So something big happened for you this year because you're nominated for Singer of the Year.
Yes.
Staying with Ira Jam. See, I did my homework. So how did that make you feel?
Awesome. I was like,
I can see that.
I was because I mean, I don't want to say I'm not surprised, but you know, I'm definitely grateful for it. But I've been working hard
And
for
you seem
years.
so humble. Can I say that?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you seem
Thank you.
really, really humble.
Thank you. So I've been working like hard for years for this moment. And it's especially, you know, it's special to me because it's from my hometown, you know, a radio station in my hometown, the most prestigious one, you know, Crib. So, and especially to be nominated amongst those women who I look up to, and I'm like, how can I get there one day? Like, you know, Ikea, Elaine, Sugar, you know what I mean? These are all like awesome female artists. So that was awesome. We'll see.
Well, we're rooting for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But you also won an award before.
The Underground Music Award for Most Promising Female Artist. So that's more of like a urban award, less reggae. But Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma actually won the same award when they were upcoming artists in New York. So that was dope as well.
So, Miss Michelle, I think you have a couple more questions.
You know why you just chose
Because I'm intrigued. I know you have some good stuff.
No, so my question is, when you're creating these provocative lyrics, what is going through your mind?
I just heard some,
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I think you have to pull that side out of you. So you try and visualize things. You try and think about, like in Real Up, it's talking about interaction between a man and a woman. So you try and think about like what a man might want to hear.
So you just tell them one year.
Yeah, of course, you know.
Yeah, learn something.
Yeah.
So you believe in being submissive to the man then?
No, that's not being submissive.
Just curious. No, well, in the bedroom per se, because of the lyrics and you know, do you feel it's important for a woman to be submissive in bedtime?
No, like my lyrics say, like what it say, me no care about me mother, me tell you, me will take it to inna the ladder, me tell you, like nothing submissive about that. Yeah. You know, but like
take it
More
where?
demanding.
In the ladder.
ladder.
You mean the car?
Yes.
Why not a Mercedes?
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, if that's what you do, that's what you
can do it, then you can do it.
We do not want to do ladders.
if you do Mercedes, that's, you know.
I mean, you could still be aggressive like that, and still when the time comes, you know.
No, yeah, I think
bend over and
Of
go
course,
out,
okay.
bend over, say something.
Basically, do it in the car that you like. Yeah.
And they said they didn't listen to the raw version. They don't learn all these things. But no, I think there's a balance. Of course, you have times where you can be submissive. I don't think that makes you a submissive person per se.
I
But
agree.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Can you see yourself working with Vibes Cartel on a track?
Oh, yeah.
I love Vibes Cartel, sorry. Or Movado. But people still making music
Yeah,
with him. He's still making
I
music.
guess I'm not understanding that.
Something is very wrong about it, but that's a whole different episode.
But you know what? I think it's kind of good. Like if Buju was to do it in America, I think he'd have a lot of tracks because it. But that's a different story. That's rehabilitation.
This is about Nefatari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, who is it? Some upcoming artists that you would like to work with, like Movado? With,
I love Movado.
Alain, like
Me too.
Yeah, I love Movado. I'd love to do a track with Movado. I love Sizzla Kalonji.
Oh, yes.
That would be like the epitome. Like you know,
Barris.
of
Sizzla and who?
Movado. Sizzla Kalonji, yes.
That's a whole different person than
No,
No, it's the same
that's
one
the same
person.
name.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
one
because there's a
person.
Sizzla.
It's
the
a
same
Kalonji.
person,
That's the
yeah,
same
that's his
person.
name.
That's his name. That's his entire name.
His entire name is
Artist
Sizzla
name.
Kalonji.
Yeah.
Sizzla?
Kalonji.
Yeah.
I've never heard the last part.
Are you serious?
Oh wow.
Me neither.
And I've known him for a long time.
Wow.
Wow.
I just did not know the last
Probably you're
part.
doing a different sizzle. I'm just kidding.
Is a different one? Is
No,
there
it's
a
the same guy. That's the same way.
In
I was just being
93.
sarcastic.
He started out in 93 with
It's same
That
guy.
is
So you didn't know either?
I am not being
but I've never heard it's always just Sizzla, you know what I mean?
All right. So let's talk about.
No, I'm like tearing up right now. Oh my God.
No, we're just aging ourselves.
Yes, very much
No,
so.
it's fine. Like I said, I just didn't know that's the last name. It was just Sizzla, which I
Yeah.
think was
But-
enough.
One more
Yeah.
question. What female artists do you see yourself working with in the near future, perhaps?
I don't know. Like I love MIA. MIA is dope. I don't know. I love Munchery. Yeah, that's a good question. Every time somebody asks me that question, I'm kind of stumped by it. But yeah, I mean Tanya Stevens, Lady
That's
Song.
my girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so how? Speaking
I like
of
that
Lady
girl.
Song, speaking of
Tanya.
Lady Song,
Yeah, Tanya.
because you know her lyrics were very provocative. But
Lady
now,
Song.
yes, now she's
Christian.
become a Christian for the second time around. How do you see working with her when she's no longer doing provocative songs? Or
Oh yeah, that's kind of new. I mean, I guess I didn't really take that into consideration that she's doing, but I mean, we'll see how
Could
long
still do a
that
gospel
lasts.
song.
We'll see how long that
Are you
lasts.
But don't you have high hopes for her that she wants to be a God-fearing woman?
You can't be a God-fearing woman and still do dance.
Yeah, but maybe she wants
God-fearing.
to. But
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, no.
You want to be full blown.
Yeah, if that's what
since
she
it's
wants to
second
do, I
time, maybe
support
she
it.
really wants to do this.
Well, the couple times she talked about, she didn't go into
Lady
it.
Song,
Yeah,
right?
she did.
But
Yeah,
isn't
she
that
didn't do
telling you
it.
that
But
maybe
now
there
she did.
is that
You're-
a calling or something that for her to be in the church?
And she did it.
And I hope she'll
Big
stay.
up to Lady Sahab.
Yeah, no, I support her in that.
I can say I hope she don't stay because I like her as a
Wow.
Michelle wants some more raunchy
This is
music.
Uncensored. I love Lady Song. I don't care what nobody wants
But won't
to say.
you like her just as well in the church?
No. Because she won't be able to sing the same songs.
And sprawl out the same way I
I
do.
don't
She has
care about
She has a great
She has
singing
skills.
performance. She's a
just
good
like-
performer.
I like her performance and with the dancing
I
and the
like
singing.
to
I
listen
like
to the
that.
words, and not to take away from us, darling.
No, no,
So
no.
we like the provocativeness, not because Michaela look kind of conservative.
I think we all have it in us, I believe.
Yeah, so I like the provocative lyrics, and I really enjoyed listening to them, and I would hope to continue listening to them. So nobody go on the other side. Stay on the safe side. Stay on the safe side. Yes, no conversion. Sorry. No conversion.
But of course, we know you have your big single right now that's doing so well. I love it. I feel like saying they sing about me tonight. Queens of Queens, even though I'm not from Queens. But of course, I love that track. What was the inspiration behind Queen of Queens?
So Queen of Queens it came up because I had a big birthday party last year called Queen of Queens.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. And I'm from. It's sort of a play on my name, and I'm from Queens. So Nefatari is derived from Nefertiti, the Egyptian queen,
Yes.
and then I live in Queens. So I wanted to do a song that sort of was, a buzzing song that would, go along with that theme and sort of just something for the streets. So I decided to take the after party rhythm and do something on it, and we dropped it, and it's been, pretty well received so far.
Yeah, well, in 19th, I said, no girl can I pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Something is empowering for women. In the song it says, no girl, can I pump way? So it's like, it's empowering for women.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I like to empower women. And
And of course, she's going to be performing it for us today. So you just have to stay tuned for that performance.
Do you identify yourself as a feminist?
It's funny. I don't know. I could see somebody saying I'm a feminist. I'm just,
You're just you.
being
I don't
me.
blame you. Don't never label yourself.
I could see somebody like saying I'm a feminist, but either way, I don't mind it either way. But I'm definitely about empowering women and standing up for their rights. So
Without labels.
whatever that makes me is.
Sometimes people say artists should be role models. What do you think about that statement? Do you think you should be a role model?
I would like to be a role model for people. I think that's up to each person's individual choice to decide if they want to be a role model or not. I can't say that. You understand? You should be a role. Wonder if you don't want to. Wonder if you.
But
Just
I think
decide
it comes with the package though. Once you become an artist that people idolize or follow, most times, I don't want to say all the time, but in most cases, you become.
But then
a
who
role
decides who is a role model? You or the people decide that you're now a role model?
It would probably be the people.
And that's where I kind of
But I
take offense on
think
it.
you can. Okay, so but if you decide, you can decide that you want that person to be your role model, but that doesn't now force the person to act a certain way. You know what I mean? Like you have to decide what it is you want to be your example for life, or what you want to follow. You know what I mean? I'm just living my life.
I think that might change. Like, I want to say probably when you have a child, it might change. I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna wait and see if it stays the same.
when I have
when
a
you have a
child,
child, you might
I
flick
think
and
that
say,
people should be role models for these kids.
Yeah.
No, I disagree with
I think
you.
there's.
I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna just
wait and see. I'm gonna check in with her in like a year or two.
It might change up.
Hold on, here's a year or two, so you plan to have a child a year
I
or
mean,
two.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, it's not gonna be 6 months from now.
We don't know.
Right,
That's a leap year.
God has
Something in the oven right now.
I don't know what God has planned for me.
But do you have like any collaborations in the work right now that we could be on the lookout for?
No collaborations, but I have some new music coming soon. I'm in the studio recording, so I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah.
So working on an EP or a mix?
Yeah, I definitely I'm gonna be working on an EP this year. I wanna release an EP, but my main goal is to, get Nefatari out there as a household name and find that, #1 hit that will take the world by storm. So that's
And I'm
the
not
goal.
surprised you will get there.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Faith in you.
All right, so of course we want to give a big thank you again, Nefatari, for coming through Uncensored Female. We loved her, right?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, she's super fun. But of course, right now we're gonna go on a quick break, but we're gonna make DJ Ice take us out. Hi and welcome back. And as we told you guys before, our beautiful and super talented Nefatari is about to perform one of her big hit singles.
singles right now that is running the streets. She's definitely the queen of queens. Nefatari, take it away.
Yes, thank you. Hey, Uncensored, down. Bobby, ready? You ready? When we bad girl done there. Hey, I never tired. No for them couldn't be me parent. So when my friends turn around here for me, and my addressing them can't take it from me. No girl can't hide from me. No girl can upset from me. Skin pretty on me clothes well clean. Cause I tell you girl can't pass shit. So me say no boy can't hide from me. No boy can upset from me. Home where we are the queen of queens. Represent ya in West. The police are riot. Trapped in the motor tiger. You me a talk, you get time expired. Them a switch. You know say them no want see me rich. Bad mind, the bad mind want see me in a ditch. If I eat you a eat, then eat me no. Time a pass by, but a pass the crowd. Now me, Nefatari, you can't stop me. Don't talk on me, time don't free. What we say? No girl can't hide from me. No girl can pop style from me. Skin pretty on the clothes well clean. With a 10 girl can't pass shit. So we say no boy can't hide from me. No boy can pop style from me. Whole world know me as the queen of queens. Represent ya in my city. Hey youth, tell me what you can do for me. My bills won't pay a title the free. After this that name copy your toes. So to you I be farewell. You're smiling on my face so me smile back too. Now turn around, come and hear about you. Make me a rock star when it done pass through. No say when me gonna can't undo. But we say no boy can't hide from me. No girl can pop style from me. Skin pretty on the clothes well clean. We got can't pass through. So we say no boy can't hide from me. No boy can pop style from me. Whole world know me as the queen of queens. Represent ya in this Uncensored. Yeah.
Definitely. Big shout out to Nefatari. Oh my gosh,
Thank you.
We had a blast. I definitely want you guys to just keep where you have it. We have more for you guys. We'll be right back.
My career and where I'm at, I'm not in any serious relationship. So I'm just, my music is my serious relationship.
Okay.
So you just enjoy
Code word.
And I'm enjoying
Code word.
life and enjoying the experience and the journey.
And many
You know,
girls.
and being on the road and having fun and stuff like that.
Okay, so clearly since